So I'm Darren Garcia, and with the help of Marcus Clark, Steve Keenan, Caleb Hubbard, and Caleb Smith, we birthed something we like to call the Do More Project. Now basically what this project aims to do, we aim to voice the voiceless and help the helpless. And there are 3 ways we're able to do this. But first, let me actually tell you a little bit on how we got started. You see, one day when I was attending church, my pastor said something to me that really spoke to me. He said that some people's problems are bigger than ours, and that we need to be able to see that and act on it. Now at the time, I was a very selfish and needy person. So hearing my pastor say that to me definitely changed my way of thinking. But at the time, I didn't know how to do anything about it. But driving home that day, I saw 3 homeless people. And I decided to take it upon myself to go out there and talk to them. And one of their stories really stood out to me. I say this because his entire family died in a car crash. And after he was released from the hospital, he quickly fell into a depression. He lost his house, his car, the money he had. Everything that he once had was gone. And he was left with 2 decisions: to either stay where he was and potentially die, or to be out there, keep moving, and to seek new adventures. And each was the latter. And that's where I found him, in the middle of his adventure. Leaving him after that entire experience, I gave him some food and some money for his travels, but I remember leaving that place just wanting more. Not only for him, but for everyone else out there that has a story like his. And like I said earlier, there are 3 ways we're able to do this. Now the first way is through the films we make. These are our most crucial way in order to get ours and the stories of others out there. Now the second way we're able to do this is through the t-shirts we sell. And I'm actually wearing one right now. These t-shirts, all the proceeds, we either go towards different charities, such as the Daily Bread, or we will actually buy more clothing to give to the people who actually need it. And the third way we're able to do this is through the events we hold. Now the events we hold offer the opportunity for the individual to physically give back to the person firsthand, so that way they can see the change that they're making. We thought this was a great idea, seeing as how each and every one of us had our own experience, and we want you guys to have your own as well. Now earlier I mentioned that there are 4 other people with me, and I'd very much like to introduce you to them. First up is Steve Keenan. He's our numbers guy. He's the one that's taking charge of the t-shirts we sell, the money we have, and the events we hold. Next up is Marcus Clark. He's our graphic designer. He actually designed this t-shirt, and he's absolutely brilliant at what he does. Amazing. Then we have Caleb Hubbard. He's the guy that's going to be building rigs, different tables, stuff like that for the events we hold, and honestly, some of the films we have would have never been made had it not been for him. And then we have Caleb Smith. He's our videographer and photographer, and he's absolutely amazing at what he does. Guys, he's incredible. And then there's me. I overlook the entire project to make sure everything's running smoothly, and I dabble my feet here and there to make sure that everything is okay. Now, I bring them up for this reason exactly. We're all in high school. Actually, the youngest kid we have is a junior. And I say that because you don't need to have some type of fame. You don't have to have an amount of money. You don't even have to be a certain age
to make a change in someone's life.
All you need to have is the determination and the willpower to make it yourself. And I wrote a spoken word on this, which I'd very much like to share with you guys. Now, I'm not trying to look down on you, nor do I ever want to. I just want to state the simple corrections we can make that made this world so great. So just sit down and listen to me. Open your eyes so that you may see. Society. When this is over, look with a new perspective. Learn not to take, but to give. We are all so caught up in self-lust, we look around and start to lose the people that we trust. But when you were down and looked around, you awaken to see this new world you have found. You find out that some people are so lost and hurt, you never bothered to help and react because you were too busy getting turned. With the world so into technological distractions, it helps us forget to be there in need with some social interaction. With homeless people forgotten when in need, we never hear about the blood that they bleed. So put your phones down and step outside. Look for these problems with people who try to hide. Talk to them, giving undivided attention. Help them out with some simple correction. Be a leader, not a follower. For when this happens, you would concur that helping oneself is less than helping others. We can all join together as brothers. What if we all realized the power of a word? A simple word that could change somebody's world. What would you see now? People joining together for a better world? But how? It's not by looking in the mirror to say how good you are.
Or looking down on someone
because of their scar. Not by judging yourself because of the followers you have on Instagram. Because at the end of your life, is that all you want people to
realize you had?
No. They came together because of an inspiration. joining hand in hand so no one feels the separation.
So I encourage you to make the move. Don't be afraid of what you could lose.
Sit next to the kid who has no friends. Help someone out who seems to be at a dead end. Pick up the papers that a stranger's dropped, or open up the future that someone has locked. Help that person's car get stuck on the side of the road, or drop a coin in the slot when you're about to be towed. Turn your vehicle around to help a stranger in distress. Try to light the way when someone is in a mess. See that someone is in abuse. Stay there and help them. Put your time to good use. Be not one that stands back to watch things happen. Because I, too, once feared this social interaction. So stop waiting for others to make the first move. Step up, take charge, show the world what you can prove. Make someone happy in all their sadness. Steer someone clear out of all this madness. Stand in the middle and realize all this good that you have stored up inside. So go out and gather friends to see all this sadness and confusion come to an end. Change the direction of one's self-greed to make this world into a caring society. That's it. I'm done. I've taken enough of your time. Go out and experience all the new journeys you'll come to find. This has been a spoken word. Now stop and reflect on the message you just heard. We are the Do More Project. Thank you.